This is Macho John Madden broadcasting from, I'm so new in this spot, I have to think for a second to pull up the name of the city. I am in Veracruz State, the capital of the state, the city of flowers high up in the mountains, and the name of the town is, I can't get it. It'll come back to me. It's only my second night here, but I'm so excited by this town because it's unlike any place I've been, even in Mexico. So high up in the mountains. It's a huge city, 600,000 people, twice the size of any place I've been in Mexico. And I'm loving it so much. I'm so stimulated. I can't stand it. It's like when I went to New Orleans. And in New Orleans, I spent a lot of time in places that people all through my travels that said, if you go to New Orleans, don't go to the lower 7th Ward. And I did. And I hung out all over New Orleans alone in my camper van and had the time of my life. I was so incredibly happy for 3 months. Early in the COVID, when people started saying, be safe, that's the loving way they would leave you and say, be safe, I would never accept it. I'd always say, well, ma'am, I know you mean well, but I don't choose to be safe. If I chose the safe path in every situation, I'd still be back in that apartment in Asheville instead of living my ideal life on the road. No. What I do ask people to say is, take care. Don't take stupid risks. Think. Don't show off and let your ego drive you to take stupid risks. And I've chosen the path of caution only because my inner guide said, don't go there. Or my dog, who had tremendous intuition, said, I'm not going there. Then I choose, okay, I think that maybe I shouldn't go there. Once I chose the path of absolute flat-out paranoia. The week that George Floyd was killed, I was up in Burnsville, North Carolina, without gas money to get back to Asheville for the protests, or I'd have been there. So I staged my own one-person Facebook live stream protests in the town square every day, and every day I got more radical in the things I was saying, and finally was getting death threats. You better get out of this town. You don't know what's going to happen to you, from people I never had heard of. 2 days later, in another part of North Carolina, I chose to bring my camping gear down into a park that was closed. People had not told me it was closed, but it looked sweet. And an hour after getting in there, I thought, you were getting death threats 2 days ago on Facebook, and you just posted on Facebook the location of where you're spending the night. Get the hell out of here. And I ran out of that place and ended up driving all night. I was so scared. It was one of the most miserable experiences I've had in the last 3 years because fear had taken over. Has it always worked out? No, it's not always worked out. In Louisville, Kentucky, because I spent a lot of time in the all-black West End, where white people don't even acknowledge its existence in Louisville. My son, who has lived there most of his life, has never mentioned it to me, and it's where so many of the black people live, and it's quite a blighted area. Okay, I got kidnapped, I got carjacked at knife point. It was a rough experience. I came through it. It made me stronger, way stronger. And you know, I've been punched by a crazy person from hanging with the homeless community in Asheville. That was a pretty bad experience. In many ways, I had a terrible concussion for 15 days. So has it all worked out? No. But I work through the trauma, I tell the story, I get over it, and I get stronger. I've been sitting here for a couple of minutes, several minutes, probably 10, 15 minutes, thinking about what I wanted to say here, because what stimulated it was a new friend who I like so much, when she signed off a note to me last night by saying, "Be safe," I said, "I like her. We're going to let this slide." And I realized, no, you're not. You're going to go out of integrity right at the beginning of this new friendship by not telling your truth to her? That's not a good idea. It's going to corrupt this relationship. And so it's only after all that thinking I thought, well, where am I parked tonight? And I'm in a high travel mode, having just come to this new city, which is, I'm going to have to put it in the notes. I've used the term so many times, but I can't pull it up. So I said, yeah, I looked out the front where the camera is showing here and said, where the hell am I? And that happens a lot when I'm in high travel mode. In the middle of the night, I'll wake up and go, where the hell am I now? I went to sleep somewhere. Where is this? Well, it's in an urban neighborhood in this big city where when the bus dropped me off last night to get by my car, he had taken me one stop farther than I should have, and I was lost. And in the dark, in this big new foreign city, a woman not much younger than me left her tienda in the care of her little store, in the care of her daughter, and walked me to my car. And she walked me right to the car, and then she said, make sure to close your windows and lock your doors here. And I said, ma'am, that window over there does not close. It has stopped working. It never closes. And my black car has been sitting in the sun all day. No, I'm going to go to sleep with the windows open and the doors ajar. That's how I do it. And on this very same street, but a couple blocks back behind me, that's what I did last night, and it was so sweet and quiet in this neighborhood overnight. Oh my God, I slept so deeply, as I just did. That's why I'm up at 12:30, because I've already had 5 hours of very deep sleep. And life said, let's go do something interesting. And this is fun. This is interesting, talking about this. Now, let's see if I can pull up the name of the town. City of Flowers, Veracruz State. I am in... Yeah, I'll put it in the notes. I'll put it in the notes. It'll come back to me where the hell I am. But I am having the time of my life. I'm happier and happy. Oh, by the way, I'm in Mexico illegally. Yeah. I chose to try to slip through the border, even though I have expired plates and there's no way I can get them fixed without going back to North Carolina, which